Jason asked, have you used HAMRS, HAMRS, logging app for POTA? If so, what is your opinion? And what else have you tried? And then he's got a second half of the question, but we'll start with the HAMRS one first. And I have used HAMRS. I think it was released last spring, and I've been using it off and on since April for my Parks on the Air activations. I like it, but here's the website for it. Simple portable logger, and it's available all different types of platforms of Windows, Mac, Ubuntu, Raspbian. A lot of people like to use it for Raspberry Pi. It'll work on your iPhones. It'll work on your Android device. Well, I guess it'll work on your Amazon, their ebooks. I can't remember what the Kindle. So there you go. And you can get that at hamrs.app. And I know, Dave, you don't use HAMRS though. You use a different
no. I use AC Log, but I tried to download HAMRS today on my Android cell phone, and it was like, I think it was $4.99, and I couldn't remember my Google password, so that was the end of that. But yeah, oh boy, I got too many passwords. But I use AC Log. I've used it for probably the last 5 or 6 years as my main log. So when I started doing POTA, I just kind of adapted to it. And if you go on YouTube, there are a couple of really neat videos that show you how to make some minor modifications to AC Log to make it really useful for POTA. And so I did that, and that's what I use. Now, I also use a pencil and a paper. When you see the video tomorrow, you'll see that at Black River Falls, when we were running a pile up on single sideband, I don't type and hold the mic in my hand very well, so I use a pencil and a paper. Yeah, old fashioned. And there's a lot of guys that do that.
Yeah, you know? I've done pencil. I like pencil and paper, and in fact, I find that it's paper logging has got some real nice advantages in that if you've got a pile up, you can write down 2 or 3 partial call signs.
Exactly.
And then just work those people right away, those partials, and that speeds up your throughput, especially if you've got a little bit of a pile up there. When you're using a logging program, you don't have that advantage.
Yeah. If you are going to use a electronic log, I highly recommend wearing a headset with a boom mic if you're running single sideband, because 2-hand typing works way better than one. So Yep.
I'm a touch typist every other day of the week, but when I'm out activating, you see, because I'm holding the microphone in one hand, I gotta peck away at that keyboard. But other than that, another one thing about it is it's got internet integration built into it, so it'll do call sign checking right away. It'll do you can look at your spots. It'll show you spots right in the program.
Oh, that's nice. I like that.
You can pull up a map view of your QSOs, and so it does a lot. It does a lot of stuff. I hope the developers keep it simple, because I think this is something where things need to be. It's simple is better. And I'd hate to see this to grow up into a all-encompassing universal logging application, but we'll see where it goes. But right now, I've been using it, and I like it pretty much. A good deal. I like it enough to keep using it.
Yeah, instant lookup of the database of calls is really cool, because if you work with somebody, you type in their call, and this I'm talking about AC Log. You type in their call, and before you can even load all the rest of the fields with signals and all that stuff, it tells you where the guy is, what his name is, and all that stuff is really cool. And they even have a database that you can upload, so that when you wind up in a park with no cell service or no internet, you can still, Oh yeah,
no, absolutely. We've got some. Yeah, it looks like we got some comments here. Todd says he uses HAMRS app to do all of his logging, not just portable. And he also follows up with, he does the paper too. Yeah, it's a great program. Somebody else said, let's see, I have an old knee board for my aircrew days. All I have to do is remember to bring paper. That's a great idea. You know, I got the clipboard, but a knee board would actually be better, especially if you're sitting in you know, in your folding chair or something like that. So.
You know, there's some of the CW operators have a deal like that where their bug or their paddle it got a strap around their leg, and they use that to support the key, their paddle or key.
Yep. A couple people in the chat asked what a knee board is, and it's used by pilots to take notes and hold charts, strapped to the thigh just above the knee. So it's great. It's a great tool to have if you're going to be doing portable. Thank you so much for the questions. If you keep sending them, we'll keep answering them. Feel free to leave your questions and comments down in the comment area below. I'll filter through them, and who knows, yours may end up on our next Your Questions Answered live stream. Our Q&A live streams happen on the first Thursday of the month, starting at 7:00 p.m. Central Time. I hope to see you there. For more articles and information, along with a full line of VHF and UHF antennas for sale, please check out my website at www.jpol-antenna.com. Your support of this channel drives the production of future videos. Check us out on Patreon. Patrons giving access to exclusive content, and our patrons help keep the mission alive. That's over on patreon.com/KB9VBR Antennas. Well, give us that thumbs up if you like this video, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button if it's your first time here. That's your best way to be notified when a new video is released. I'm Michael, KB9VBR. Have a great day, and 73.